Welcome back to our channel, Art Culture Festival, where we talk about all things art. Today's episode is a continuation of our ongoing mini-series, Painter's Tools, A Beginner's Guide by Nagma Shamim. Today's episode is all about brushes, different types of brushes and how to distinguish brushes from their shapes. Today's episode will be conducted by Nagma Shamim, Master of Fine Arts from Aligarh Muslim University and a resident artist. And she will be here to explain all her tips and tricks about brushes.
Thank you, Smita. So, hi, this is Nagma Shamim. Here I am back with my second video where I will let you know about the brushes. As being an artist, I have worked since 8 years, but I have came to the conclusion that you don't need a lot of brushes because we have varieties of brushes of different numbers, different angle, different shape, different material. But here I am to help you out, especially for the beginners. You just need just 7 brushes, which are more important, which are basic brushes. You can start your dream painting with these brushes only. So let's make it more easy for the beginners. So for your help, I will start one by one. So let's start from the thinner one, which is quite pointed, which is quite useful for making detail. If you can see on this thing, there are more detailed works, more lining. It is completely made of the linings. So this kind of painting is quite helpful for that. So moving to the next one, which is angled slanted brush. It is called angle because it has an angle and it is quite slanted. Because of its shape, it is quite helpful for filling to the smaller areas to the bigger one in a single stroke. Just like you can move from here and you can turn it around for the bigger strokes. So we are done with the 2 brushes, and here is the third one, my favorite because it is flat and it is quite useful for making textures. I have told you on my earlier video that I love textures. I love giving 3D effects on the canvases. So this is the brush and it has a very arranged vessels, which is quite useful for making texture kind of this very rough textures. You can give a very straight line to this from this flat brush. Moving from the more bigger one, because I told you about the smaller flat brush, and now we have the bigger brush which is quite smooth and it absorbs more water. So you can apply, you can use this brush to make background for the bigger canvases and for giving a very wash kind of texture. So if you are thinking for the bigger canvas, I always prefer this one to wet the canvas and to smooth the background, because on the first layer you always need a very smooth surface. So it is quite useful for the bigger canvas as it is the bigger brush. So the next is fan brush. As the name suggested, is this looks exactly like a fan, and it is quite helpful for when you're making landscapes, for giving the texture of the grasses or the bushy grasses, the bushy branches of the trees. So it's helpful for the drawings of nature or for making landscapes. So do you know the brush emoji? That's the round brush. We have seen various emojis. It's always the round brush, and it is the most traditional, it is the most used brush up to date. If we witness our old masters' work, you will always see that they have always used this round brush, because this brush is very versatile. So everyone always recommends this brush because we can do a lot of things from this a single round brush. So here we are with the last brush, which is filbert brush. So what I have shown you earlier, that was flat. This is also flat, but the flat brush has a very sharp pointed edge and has a very oval round edges, which gives a very thin line when we use from the liner side, but while using from the front side, it gives a very flat strokes. So here I am ending up my video with my personal favorite brushes, which I have shown you point by point. You can use it because my 8 years of experience, I have come to the end that you don't need much brushes. You can carry with this like 7 brushes, because I have shown you my work, and you can witness that I just use like this very small line to the flat one and with the bigger one for the background. So you don't need to be very confused while you are starting any painting. If you're a beginner, just go with these brushes which I have told you, and hopefully you are going to rock with your paintings.
So that concludes the episode for today. Thank you so much, Nagma, for sharing your valuable wisdom. And by the looks of the brush, it does seem that Nagma uses these brushes quite a lot. So stay tuned for our next episode with Nagma Shamim. Please like this video and share it with people who you think might be interested, and subscribe to our YouTube channel Art Culture Festival for more videos related to art.